Hello there. Hope that you are well. And I hope that you stay with us until the end of our show today. Watch me. Falls are the number one reason why adults lose independence. Not because they are weak, but because balance fails before strength. I have watched in here and outside disciplined people stop training after one bad fall. It was not fear, not age. One moment of lost balance, the fall happens, and they stop. Inhale, exhale. Get that slow breath going on. And down. I'm Gonçalo Esteves. I've taught Krav Maga since 1997. I started Krav Maga earlier on, karate before this. And over the years, I've realized something very uncomfortable. Self-defense doesn't fail first. Your movement does. So why do I say this? Because I've seen hundreds, thousands of people across the world. There's also proof in this. That's likely the reason why the Centers for Disease Control endorsed this movement program that reduces recurring falls by nearly 70%. 70. It's just tremendous. It's not supplements. It's not machines. It's not some woo-woo thing. It's movement. Being clear, guys, it's movement. What do I mean by this? And what this is, to be very clear. I just completed my certification in Tai Chi for arthritis and fall prevention. This is a program developed by Dr. Paul Lam. It is backed up by over 30 peer-reviewed studies used worldwide by public health systems. It's a lot, right? It's worldwide, peer-reviewed, and in the US we have, I would say, enough layers of peer-reviewed studies that show that. So for the next 18, 20 minutes, I'll demonstrate the movements. And I'll explain why this works according to modern science. Being very clear, we don't have science that proves chi or ki, but we do have science that backs up the results of the practice. And this, for me, it's tremendous. Being clear, if you can't control your balance, you cannot control the situation. And I'm talking about Krav Maga, self-defense, karate, okay? Things that come from the external side of martial arts, where there is a force besides gravity impacting you, making you move. Now, I want you to go through the scientific foundation of this, and we'll start with simple things. Inhale, exhale, inhale, pull the hands towards. And as you exhale, let your neck slightly go down. Inhale, pull, exhale. So let me give you the numbers that convince the CDC. Inhale, exhale. The world's largest community study on fall prevention was done by the Sydney Tai Chi trial, found that participants reduced recurring falls by nearly 70%. Now go shoulder roll. Just from the inside, okay? Think about opening up your shoulders. Over 30 published studies show this specific program relieves pain, improves balance, and enhances quality of life for people with arthritis. I call it the beautiful wrists, okay? Now, why does it work? Bring into your posture like a small squat, not much, okay? Bring your tailbone down, your head up, having that postural awareness. And here's an inhale through the nose. Let your belly flow. Exhale. Here's what the research shows it's happening. Now, the first step is, as I'm in here, we have this, what's called proprioception. And that is the understanding of where my body is. And to have proprioception improvement, these movements will train your body awareness to where it is in space. Am I far from the door? Where is the floor? Where are my hands? And this is critical for fall prevention. I've got many people that don't know. I've seen it in here. Where is my knee? What's happening? The second part, and when I think about that, is progressive muscle strengthening. And we'll do a breath exercise from here and exhale. The slow, controlled movements, shift your weight to this side, build functional strength without joint distress. Step forward, bring your hands forward, and bring down. Third, it brings you confidence. Let's keep piling up the hands. Beautiful wrists, step down. Confidence also correlates to less falls. And you know what? When people have confidence on their program, you start knowing that it's possible not to fall, or at least you can deal with it. Now let's start with me, okay? I'll show you some of the movements. At least movement one. It's called opening and close. High legs slightly to the side. Inhale. Slow. Bring your hands up. So this is based on the sun style of Tai Chi. The hands should be facing each other, tailbone down, specifically chosen for its safety and effectiveness in older adults. Inhale. Exhale. Now try not to move your hands, but with your breath, this is very interesting. Bring your shoulders back. Exhale. Dr. Lamb, from what I've researched and done, selected the sun style because it uses higher stances, as you can see. Inhale. Exhale. And these are safer for people with joint issues, including a very common follow-up step that improves balance. You'll see it. It's very interesting as well. Inhale. Exhale. Notice the controlled breathing. Research does show that this activates the parasympathetic nervous system. Exhale. And that allows you to reduce stress and inflammation. Breathe in, out. So the next step that will work is called waving hands like clouds. Inhale. Exhale. So just let's use our upper body, okay? So from here, bring one hand to one of the sides and gently shift your hands. Just focus on the hands. Inhale. Exhale. Let's have our hands on the facing the exterior. One hand down and the other one here. Just focus on the upper body, okay? Change the hand. Change one side. Studies show that complex, coordinated movements like these create new neural pathways, improving your brain function. Now let's, from here, use our bilateral movement. Remember, the body will follow the hand, one side. And do 3 repetitions to this side. 1, and pull to the side gently. 2, and 3. As you step into the center, let your body weight go to this side. Advance. Now this combines weight shifting with stepping and upper body coordination. Let's do that again. We got in here, we got to this location here where our hands are facing each other. Slightly shift your weight, step in your heel, and then from here, like with wonder, open. Guess what happened? I just recovered my balance. I want to emphasize, guys, this controlled nature of the movement. Everything in Tai Chi is opposed to what we do in Krav Maga, in a certain way, okay? It's more controlled, it's step by step. Let's do that again. And step forward, and then from here, gently look to the side. As you step in, let your hand go forward. It's playing the lute, okay? Let's do that again. We were here. You see one of the super interesting things, it looks like a karate position. So we were here, we're gonna gently open up, transfer the weight, and then as you step into the side, let the hand go forward, align your hands, and bring all of your weight back. Now we've got controlled weight on one of my legs. Studies show that who can stand balance in one leg, I'll show it from here, more than 10 seconds, have significantly lower risk of falls. And we are training that capacity. Now step forward. Let's pull back all the system. And 1. And that little jump, that little step forward. Interesting, right? Let's do that again. Why this works for joint health? Let's see this from the beginning, right? So we start from here, inhale, see beautiful wrists. And in the arthritis, the research is really compelling, okay? Full range of motion. These movements take joints to their full range. Let's go 1. Stepping in. As you step in, move forward. I've transferred my weight, assume position. Think about taking the joints to a full range of motion in a gentle way. It maintains your mobility, but without pressuring it too much, and it helps reduce pain. Inhale. That open and close. Again. Good. Bring your weight to one leg. Studies have shown, stepping in, heel, push that wall. That this allows you to have significant less pain and have pain reduction and improve your physical function. Let's continue to the side, right? Open up with clarity from here on. As you step inside, forward, pull. One leg, that one leg, really like weight bearing over there, okay? And then stepping in, forward, and that little jump, that little step. And coming back, step by step to the center. Now, when you come back to the center, with the hands still facing forward, or if you want to just focus on the legs, that's a weight bearing in here. This is critical for what? For osteoporosis prevention. Stay there. Inhale. Exhale. The research shows improved muscle strength to exercises like this, especially in the legs. Think that legs are your core for everything that is to do with longevity. And to be fair, the most important factor for fall prevention. Again, inhale. Exhale. Let's do everything again from the beginning. We start from here, bring your hands up, beautiful wrists, weight forward. This program is designed for people that have arthritis, but studies also show the benefits for anyone over 50. Inhale, exhale. The stances are higher. Open up with wonder. Step to forward. Bring into that. If you did karate, it's called neko ashidashi. Higher stances, smaller movements. Step in, bring it back. Everything moves forward. Variation 1, and bring it back. And then from here, let's go back to the center. Inhale. And exhale, stepping in. The CDC, coming back to stance, funding supports this program because it's cost effective. Fall prevention saves billions in healthcare costs. And I'll tell you more. The data is it's surprisingly, 115 Americans died directly from a fall. That's not good, right? So how can you practice at home? Well, participants are encouraged to do this at home because it should be connected to your life. I'll show you how. You see this movement that we have in here? Where you step in, put the weight, step forward, and then go back, recover position, and then open up. Think about this as when you open up the refrigerator door. Do that with your hips. Pull this back instead of just hand falling forward with your head. Think that is the best way to improve your balance moving ahead. So I want you to think about this as the way to develop your confidence factor. The studies consistently show that confidence is as important as the physical benefits, but we need to get them tied together. If you've done Krav Maga or if you've done martial arts before, think starting in Tai Chi or Qigong as part of your training. Yes, you will be fast, you will be strong, develop muscle power. But over time and over the age that is coming in, there's no way to stop that. We need to have some level of recovery and some level of prevention. People report feeling more stable, more capable, less afraid of falling. That psychological benefit translates to real world safety. So I want to give you the bigger picture, and that's very important for us in here. How is this integration of Tai Chi and Qigong done with the self-defense mindset? Why? For years I've done hardcore, hard martial arts, for years. But at the same time, I've had Qigong. That's the same framework, but without the martial arts movements. They helped me tremendously. Think about that this develops your balance, your body awareness, and movement confidence. That is fundamental for personal safety. The same way that you learn to bring your breath in here, it will help you when you are in here, talking, sparring, going hard. Think about this. If you cannot maintain your balance on uneven surfaces or recover from being bumped, you are vulnerable to many situations. Many. If I'm unable to understand what's behind me, I can fall. If I fall, I break my hand, and I'm unable to fight. It's very hard to fight with only one hand. And what I find compelling is the scientific rigor. Over 30 studies, CDC, Center for Disease Control, endorsement, worldwide adoption by health departments. So don't see this as alternative medicine or woo-woo science, or this is an evidence-based movement therapy that happens to have ancient roots. No one reinvented Tai Chi or Qigong. It has 5,000 years of, it works. Like yoga. The mechanisms are well understood. It has proprioception, it has strength, balance, confidence, stress reduction, and joint mobility. I'll give you a last and practical recommendation, okay? I'll show you the movements that we got through, and then you can use it at home. Remember, open, close. 3 times. Open, close. Shift your body weight, step forward, maintain the little step. And if you are over 50 and you are concerned dealing with joint issues, take the framework to here. We are concerned with falls, maintaining your independence as you age. The research strongly supports this approach. You do need something. You need 16 hours of instruction. That's roughly 8 weeks, twice a week, and you'll have measurable benefits. Yes, they are self-reported, but the data is so compelling. So what am I offering you? Yes, this comes with an offer. It's the offer of your health. We are going to start offering this program in the next few days at Self-Defense for All in our studio. And it's evidence-based movement. You don't need to believe in Qi, Qi, the energies of the universe. What you need is to train, because it will happen. Combined with our self-defense training, this addresses capability across the full spectrum of physical abilities. Imagine that you start in here. You are unaware or unable to move. We'll make you move. And from make you move, we'll start making you step by step dangerous to the others, but good to yourself. We are opening up one small pilot program first. So I'd like you to go to where you are right now and write balance if you want the details before we even open in a public way. BALANCE, that's balance. Start from the beginning. Movement, like you've seen Krav Maga, doesn't need to start immediately high impact. It does need to have it later, but we can achieve a lot from grounding a bit the position, enlarging the core, bringing the breath inside and visualizing strongly. Sometimes gentle approaches will have work. In this case, this one has strong scientific support, and that's why I'm bringing it. This evidence-based wellness that builds real world capability. I mean real, and you'll be able to test it. So stay safe, stay balanced, and be capable. See you tomorrow. And remember, train every day.